Joan of Arc was a French heroine who lived during the Hundred Years' War between France and England. She is considered one of the most famous women in history and has been called the Maid of Orléans. Born on January 6, 1412, in Domremy, France, Joan grew up in a small village surrounded by rolling hills and farmland. From a young age, she claimed to have heard voices from God that guided her actions. These voices, which she believed were those of Saint Catherine, Saint Margaret, and the Archangel Michael, instructed her to drive the English out of France and crown the Dauphin Charles VII as king. In 1429, at the age of 17, Joan traveled to the city of Vaucouleurs to request an audience with Robert de Baudricourt, the garrison commander, who initially dismissed her claim, but later provided her with an escort to take her to the court of Charles VII. She arrived in Paris and met with Charles VII, who was impressed by her conviction and agreed to let her lead his army to Orléans, which had been under siege by the English for over a year. Joan led the French army to several victories, including the capture of the Les Tourelles fortress, but was eventually captured by the Burgundians while leading an attack on Compiègne. She was put on trial for heresy and witchcraft, found guilty, and burned at the stake in Rouen on May 30, 1431.